Yeah, we told you we'd be back. Easy for me to say. Real Aussie with Jonn Ritland and the Terminator. Right. We are doing favorite and least favorite pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Mainly because I've seen a lot of, like, big shows. So have you. And there were some shit.
Yeah, it's the big show.
So let's get the bad stuff out of the way. And then we'll get on to the good stuff. Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
Really should have been a whole lot better because Lashley beat Roman Reigns and then lost to him 8 days later. And this is not going to turn into an anti-Roman rant. It was just bad booking because it ruined Lashley. But
Well, that wasn't the only thing that ruined Lashley.
Oh, no.
But he loves his sisters.
He does love his sisters. We're going to get to that on a feuds thing, too. Extreme Rules. It had Asuka versus Carmella at the Shark Cage match with Ellsworth and the Shark.
How did nobody see this coming?
Oh, and Alexa and Nia in a match that nobody asked for.
Yeah.
There were flashes where it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good at all. Super Showdown. You did not watch Super Showdown.
I did not.
It had Triple H versus Undertaker in a 27 pissing minute.
It did also have Cedric Alexander and Buddy Murphy, but one match does not a good pay-per-view make.
No. It did have the Iconics win in Australia. That was... The Iconics...
Their only win of the year.
Sadly, God, was it? I think they won one match on SmackDown otherwise. Like... No, that's probably their biggest win of the year, and that's sad.
Currently,
yeah.
The Browns have a better record than the Iconics this year.
That's sad. At least on TV. I mean, we don't know about house shows. But it's so sad because that's... so many NXT call-ups were botched so bad this year.
Yeah.
But Super Showdown, like the Triple H Undertaker match, which, look, I get it. They wanted to wrestle, but we were at the go-home show for Super Showdown. And nobody wanted to see this. I mean, though Seattle did pop for the Undertaker's dong.
Dong.
And then he looked so done.
He looks so done.
But yeah, Super Showdown just was not. It was. Don't get me wrong. It was better than a couple of others I'm going to get to here in a bit. But it was pretty shit. It was pretty average at best. But we didn't need to see it. Backlash is number 3. Joe versus Reigns. Joe versus Joe, in other words.
Yeah, Samoan Joe versus a Samoan Joe.
And I mean, I know Joe was just doing it to troll with everybody, but putting like the rest holds and stuff like that. But the crowd's chanting "Beat the Traffic." This show got so bad by the. I think it had. Did it have Jeff Hardy versus? Did it have Jeff Hardy versus Jinder on it? Because I know that was on...
Yeah, that botched Whisper in the Wind.
Yes, that. Well, I mean, I know that was... Yeah, that was pretty bad. I think that was on there, but Miz versus Seth Rollins was the best match of the show. Everything else was just shit. Oh, Charlotte versus Carmella. Where Carmella did a rest hold thing for like 18 minutes. Of the 7-minute match. Explain how that works.
Magnets!
Magnus would actually, you know what? Magnus were the only reasons to why we were drawn to watch that show. It was a train wreck. Easily.
Speaking of train wrecks, wait until you hear the next 2 entries in the list.
Greatest Royal Rumble, 50 guys, and Braun won a spearmint, title belt.
Daniel Bryan outlasting everybody.
Not everybody. He
I mean, most people. Yeah.
Yeah,
he outlasted any of them in the ring in terms of how long he was in there.
Yeah. I mean, Mr. Small Package lasted a very long time because he calls himself Mr. Small Package. Seth Rollins is upset that another of his nicknames got taken away.
Another of his nicknames? You're welcome.
God, I asked for that one. I did.
I didn't watch too much of the Greatest Royal Rumble in the sense I didn't watch any of it.
You didn't miss anything. They had the fluky Braun and Roman spear spot through the cage. AJ Styles and Nakamura in a good match, but a match nobody cared about. This was a really shit paper.
Daniel Bryan's chest lit up like a fucking Christmas tree.
God damn it. He took a beating there. And Lashley almost dropping Big Cass on his head. Best wishes by... I know I ranted quite a bit about Cass earlier after he got released. Honest to God, best wishes to Cass. Whatever his affiliations are politically, whatever he does. The man himself, they should not have filmed him like they did.
Yeah.
While he was suffering from that, and hopefully he recovers. Hopefully DDP Yoga can help him. But yeah, the Greatest Royal Rumble, look, it was cool to see 50 guys in a Rumble until you realized that there were some people that weren't going. And oh yeah, they don't have the women in there. Saudi Arabia is kind of backward stupid when it comes to that. Right?
Speaking of backward shit.
Crown Jewel.
Yeah. That pissant of a show. That show that shouldn't have happened. The show that even John Oliver had to divert some attention to address not doing that thing.
Yep.
The show that helped cause WWE stocks to slide down to $77 instead of $90.
Because of, they had their bone saws.
They were
ready.
aiming for 99.9, but 999. But in other words,
they should, you know what? They should have a network with an undisclosed price similar to that.
an undisclosed price would be legal.
It would be. That's a good point.
A disclosed price, however.
This is true. But yeah, Crown Jewel shouldn't have happened. And let me just say this much. Watching it all the way till the point where they had the best they had Shane McMahon crowned as the best wrestler in the world.
Yeah. Apparently an angle they're now dropping for obvious reasons.
Because it was dumb.
And he is not.
No. He is not dumb. But then Braun and Brock in like a 2-minute match with a bunch of F5s. And DX versus the Brothers of Destruction in a match nobody asked for. This was an abomination of a show.
It is an abomination! Are we the Brotherhood of Steel?
It was until the Crown, the World Cup Finals, it was maybe a C show.
Yeah.
But good God, this is bad. Best shows now. Let's go to best pay-per-views. Takeover Philly.
Yes.
I
feel like there's going to be a lot of takeovers on this list, John.
There will be. I'm shocked by that. Gargano and Almas.
Yes.
Great match, great potential match of the year. Alistair and Cole. Cole taking that ridiculous bump on the chairs.
Hi.
Great tag team stuff. This was Velveteen and Cassius Ohno. That's right. Where Velveteen celebrated like he knocked out Cassius Ohno and then realized he needed to pin him. Cassius Ohno has not had a good takeover record.
I don't think Cassius Ohno needs a good takeover record.
No.
He's done so much in his career, I think it's a good thing if he just is enhancement talent.
Take Ohno record. But that was great stuff. Even the women's match, which I didn't care for Ember and Shayna this time around. I will agree that their New Orleans one was better. And then we get to a match a show I particularly enjoyed. It was New Japan Strong Style Evolved, taking place at Walter Pyramid in March. It was the Golden Lovers, Kenny Omega, and Kota Ibushi. Yeah, I know, right? Versus the Young Bucks in a Match of the Year candidate. Just great stuff all around. Just really, really terrific show. I mean,
I think they're just really big fans of Persona 4 Golden on the PS Vita. Probably.
Kenny Omega is a very big video game fan, so I would not be surprised by that. But that match alone would mean that this is on here, but the crowd just being absolutely electric. And then we get to number 8, TakeOver Chicago 2.
Yes.
Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch versus the Undisputed Era. Well, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong. You had that was Nikki Cross and Shayna Baszler.
Yes.
The second of 3 Gargano Ciampa matches.
Yes.
Was that unsanctioned? No, it was a street fight something. The ring got all torn up and Gargano got DDT'd on the plywood.
Whew.
That looked like it hurt. By the way, that's what's under the ring. Plywood. Ouch. I will have respect for everybody that takes these kind of bumps. Except Nia. Because I don't think
she'll never be able to take that kind of bump.
Well, she would also never be able to feel them.
Well, I mean, Samoan heads are the strongest, apparently.
But they aren't as strong or hard as the apron, which, as you know...
It's the hardest part of the ring.
Yes, I will never let that go.
But also Scottish. Glasgow kiss.
Oh, God. just Drew, I am done. Nope! But TakeOver Chicago 2 is great. It might have been the weakest TakeOver out of all of them, and that's no disrespect. Ricochet and Velveteen.
Yeah.
I mean, ridiculous athleticism. But then we get to number 7, the G1 USA special, the G1 Class. The
G1 spot.
This had Juice Robinson and Jay White. God damn it. Was not a good segue.
Juice and White. G1 Climax, everyone.
In a white Juice and a white Bronco. I mean, it had to be said. But that was for the U.S. title.
Jay Pasty.
Have you seen what Jay White looks like?
Yes.
Because you're not wrong. I mean, he's not a tan Kiwi. Not like Dakota Kai.
Okay.
That's a nice Kiwi. Sure, she is. Omega and Cody, not Coda. They had a great match in Gladiator.
Okada is also a wrestler in Japan.
Coda is also a wrestler. I think he was at ringside, but there was this ridiculous superplex off a ladder, because that's safe.
Yep.
But the G1 USA special had plenty, right?
I haven't seen the match.
It had, no, it
should.
It had plenty. You already keep up with enough wrestling as it is. I mean, like, there's tons of great New Japan stuff. So many good matches on this. It was really good stuff. Now we get to number 6, the lone main roster pay-per-view from WWE, Evolution.
Hey! The one that they started billing, like saying, hey guys, Evolution, every episode, and then all of a sudden they just completely dropped it off of the radar. We're like, did they just give up on Evolution? Is it just going to be some lead up into, fucking Crown Jewel?
And it kind of was.
It's everyone thought it was like this is going to be some throwaway pay-per-view. It was not.
No, the women would not allow it to be that. I didn't like Nia winning the Battle Royal, but whatever.
You were also expecting the Bellas to win against Ronda?
I was. I'm glad I was wrong.
Yeah. I don't even know why you did that.
Because WWE is kind of stupid.
Of course, one of the matches of the year, Becky and Charlotte.
Yeah, they tore it up. It was absolutely ridiculous just how much punishment they put on themselves.
Yeah.
And it was great stuff. It was only...
That should have been the main event.
I don't know why. I mean, well, I get why Ronda was in the main event, but not against Nikki Bella. That match went on too long. But it was probably the best match I've seen Nikki Bella put on, which isn't a high bar.
Right.
But it was still a terrific show.
Yeah.
You had Trish and Lita versus... Who the hell was it? Alicia and Mickey? Yeah, because Alexa couldn't be there.
Right. Because she was suffering from Concussion City.
Yeah. And kind of still is, it seems. Even though she may be clear, may not be clear. But Evolution was terrific.
Well, she's training right now, so she's warming herself back up to get into the ring. Smart idea, by the way.
It's a good idea to warm yourself up before you get back into anything.
You got Mr. Quackenbush down there to help you out.
That name.
Yeah. Did you get that last name, or did you change it to that? I changed it to it. Why? Every lady I've been with, I just go... Think about it.
No.
Now stop thinking about it.
God damn it, Chris. But Evolution was a terrific show. Damn it. Takeover War Games 2.
Yes.
That was terrific.
That was fun.
The War Games.
It was like an all 4 matches, but 4 matches?
Yes, the weakest one was the women's match.
Yeah.
Oh no, 5 because we had Matt Riddle knock out Cassius Ohno and like.
Oh yeah. 4 matches.
Bro, his bro knockout. Bro, God, I hate that theme so much. I fucking.
Bro.
Oh.
It's so dumb.
I don't hate him. I just hate that theme.
Yeah. That theme be dumb, yo.
But Kyrie and Shayna was probably the weakest match because no 2 out of 3 falls match should be like 10 to 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, why not just make it a single fall? I mean, really, at that point.
Yeah. Interference from Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke, and then Io Shirai and Dakota Kai. That kind of rhymes. Go out to save her. It didn't feel like it was about Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler. It didn't.
It's supposed to be the blow-off, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
But then you had Velveteen and Ciampa. It was a great match. Gargano and Black.
Yes.
You had both DIY members facing off against a black guy.
And then, of course, the War Games match.
War Raiders done. Ricochet versus the Undisputed Era. Of course, their leader, Adam Cole?
Baby!
I don't know why we continue that joke, but it's just
because
funny.
You keep forcing me to do that?
Do you want me to start doing it? Okay. I do that on Twitter, too, but this is a terrific show. With 4.5 matches, because I really don't count Riddle and Ono. But then we get to All In. You were not able to watch All In.
No. But I can at least tell the impact and why this is so high on the list. This is an independent show that made international attention, and not just because it was like New Japan's, G1 special or Wrestle Kingdoms or anything like that.
It was every single independent star they could get, they put here. They put some New Japan guys on there, some Ring of Honor guys on there, Cody and the Young Bucks. And I give a lot of shit to the Young Bucks, but they deserve the lion's share of credit for making this thing happen. Sure, there were audio issues. Sure, there was stuff. You're going to have that in something when it's their first goddamn pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And Joey Ryan having the dick druids. I didn't think I would find that so funny, but then the crowd started chanting "Rest in Penis," and I couldn't stop laughing because it was so stupid.
Wrestling sometimes has to be stupid.
Joey Ryan
provides
provides
It's perfectly okay for wrestling to be stupid sometimes.
Yeah,
like
that,
Matt Hardy.
Yes. That was insane, and still is.
Chair of wheels!
Mower of lawn! So, but Cody winning the NWA title. That was a great moment. Okada versus Murray Skrull. Great match. Then you had... Yet even MJF opened the show. MJF versus Matt Cross. Which was a last-minute match, and we saw MJF at a couple Defy shows.
Yeah.
Really
getting smooched by Ravenous Randy Myers.
Touch his butt, touch his butt. We will do a show at some point about our, end-of-year stuff, about our indie experiences and stuff like that.
Yes.
Number 3... But yeah, seriously, all in just absolutely tremendous. Even the stuff I didn't enjoy, I enjoyed. Wrestle Kingdom 12, Jericho added 30%, an increase in 30% subscriptions to New Japan World. I was one of those 30% because
it's like Chris Jericho's a draw or something.
Yeah, he's just hanging out there like a sexy piñata, as he says. But. In all seriousness, Wrestle Kingdom 12 was great. You had Jericho versus Omega for the U.S. title. Okada versus Naito. Naito should have won. He didn't. I was disappointed. That's all right. But it introduced me and opened my eyes to a whole lot of talents that I was aware of but had not been able to watch a lot of. And I've been reviewing it ever since. For better or worse. Mainly worse when it comes to sleep. But Wrestle Kingdom 12 is their WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And then we get to Dominion in Osaka at number 2, mainly for the 2 out of 3 fall 65-minute match, Omega and Okada. That's how you do a match. But that was great.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, no, I'm just saying that's how you do 2 out of 3. Remember how we were saying... Damn it, Chris. Remember how we were saying Kyrie saying and Shayna Baszler's not how you do a 2 out of 3 falls? That's how you do a 2 out of 3 falls match. But it was great stuff. It was a great card. It flowed really, really well. Even the matches didn't work. Didn't overstay their welcome. But then we get to a show you enjoyed for number 1, TakeOver New Orleans.
Yes, not only do I love New Orleans and NXT, but I also love takeovers.
And this was the perfect show. It was the perfect takeover. Even the women's match, which was probably the weakest on the card, was a good match. Shayna and Ember, and I wasn't fond of giving credit to Ember until recently. She won me over. But the 6-way title and North American ladder match. Gargano and Ciampa starting their feud here.
Yes.
Almas losing to Black. The tag titles. Everything.
And Almas was getting caught up and we're all hopeful.
Yeah, no. Almas was barely unhappy in WWE. Can't blame him.
What? Mexican Rusev isn't happy? Never.
Right. This was this was a terrific show.
Yeah.
There were more good than bad shows this year, even as much as we shit on Raw and we shit on some SmackDown and some pay-per-views. By and large, it was a lot of good shit this year. And that's really where we're going to end this show.
Yeah.
So what were your favorite and least favorite pay-per-views?
Leave them down in the comments down below the comments down below.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Right. But, agree, disagree with what we said. Like I said, leave some comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handles. In the description has been real... Nice.
Real Honesty with Jonn Ritland. I am not Jonn Ritland. I am the Durbinator. And you all have a great night.